Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks, and here we are on the final day of CES 2014. So I have time to take a little bit more time with our videos, and I'm going to take a closer look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro. So this is a 12.2-inch giant tablet that's really meant for business. So it's got a resolution of 2560 by 1600, and it's a TFT LCD display. And check out the viewing angle on that. It's a really gorgeous display. And what I like about it is that this is a tablet that's meant for business, right? It's running Android 4.2, but you can see that it doesn't really look like it off the top. So we've kind of got this flipboard UI. So Samsung is calling this the magazine UI. So this is usually kind of, I guess, the home screen. So you can set up your weather, your meetings, your stock quotes, inbox, all of these things here, your calendar. Right. And it's really easy to customize. So if we kind of get to this page, I love everything about this except for I don't like sports. I only follow basketball. See, when you get into this, you can say edit pages. So when you edit pages, I can decide to unselect sports. I can do style, technology, top picks, travel. So you can see up here that it's adding and changing them around, right? So let's say, let's take out top picks. Yeah, okay. Now let's head in here, and then you can actually kind of move them around. So we can have travel bigger or design bigger. So you can actually really customize it to the way that you like. So if we head back into edit pages, you can see at the top that you can choose whatever home screen that you make, and if you want to use another, let me just head back there. Sorry about that. Ooh, wrong way again. Let's do this. Hold on that. Edit pages. Here we go. Now let's just create our own page. So I can add in news, photography. So it just kind of shows up there. Food. And then you can change the layout as you like it. Now another thing that's different about the Samsung UI over top here. So you still have the notification bar. But what is different is you have to double pull down. And then if you pull down on the right, or if you pull down on the left, in KitKat usually there would be two, right? One for your kind of settings and then one for your notifications. And here it's all combined into one. But they have this scroll wheel, which I'm always a fan of this. And you get your emails. I mean, and everything is kind of standard the way you kind of expect it from KitKat, except for this one thing. Now, because this goes directly into Samsung's magazine app here, you can only access your apps by heading over here. So you can flip back and forth. I mean, it's very simple. Then you have your widgets. But where do those go? So let's find out. So let's choose... Sorry about that, guys. Really dry air over here. Let's try my Gmail. Let's say my inbox. And so there we go. So we can actually even still set up like a traditional widget style pages like we do in general, in I guess normal Android or vanilla Android. But enough of the UI for right now. Let's just take a quick walk around the system. So around the bottom, there is no ports. And this is something that I'm honestly a little bit disappointed in. Because this is a 12.2-inch device, it's big, right? And it's really meant for productivity. Because if we spin it around over and check out the rest of its features. So here you see that we have a SIM card slot that's good for 3G and LTE. Now there are actually two versions available of this tablet, and there's the Snapdragon 800, which will come with the LTE, and then there's the Samsung Exynos, their octa-core, and that will come with the 3G. So if we just take, let's keep on looking around the side here. So we have a micro SD card slot, which is great because you want to expand the memory. If this is meant for business, then you're going to be wanting to transfer files around really quickly. This comes with options of 32 and 64 gig, and this expands up to 64. Here we have a micro USB 3 connector, which is great because that means that it charges the enormous 9,500 milliampere battery a lot faster. On the back here, we have an 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, and on the front, we have a 2 megapixel shooter right over here. Now, if we look around the top, you can see that we have a IR blaster here, which is really, I love these. I found them really useful. I've started using them a lot more for TV watching or sending things to my TV. So here we have a volume rocker, power button, And then some labels. You can see on the back that this is actually the LTE version, so it's the Snapdragon 800 version, and they've gone with this exact same kind of faux leather but plastic backing that they have on their Note 3, and it's a it's a really expensive feeling and looking design because they even have this stitching on here. It's really, really quite nice. So since the Galaxy Tab Pro is focused on business, Samsung's included a few extra features. So this isn't Windows, but they do have a charm bar along the side. So let's start with the gallery. Pull that in. Then maybe let's add in S Note. Pull that over again, and maybe let's do Gmail. Now the cool thing that happens here is that they have included a floating keyboard, which I really like. There is a stylish, not a stylus version of this, so you could actually tap really quickly to type emails with your stylus. Now, some of the other things that I like about it is, well, if you had the stylus version, you have a lot of the same features that you have with the Samsung Galaxy Note series. So one of the things that I am really excited about the Samsung Galaxy Tab Pro is that Android tablets typically aren't considered high productivity tablets when you compare them to, say, what Microsoft is offering with the Surface or what Apple has with the iPad, right? The iPad has 1,000 cases that are incredibly customized and well fitted, and the program architecture that Apple offers is really good for business. I mean, Keynote, Pages, a lot of these apps are good enough for somebody who may be trying to either replace their really, really, really old laptop or have that weekend machine away. So Android tablets have kind of been coming up in the middle for me because they just haven't had the software packages that would allow you to truly be productive. But Samsung's made a pretty good effort here with the magazine style, and I think that having this bar on the side here and being able to go multi-screen is, I think, really important. This is kind of one of those features from Microsoft Windows 8 that if you have the desktop mode, you don't use it very much, but if you master using this multi-window approach with some of the Windows 8 features, it's really quite useful. So this is one of the kind of like nice crossovers that I'm seeing between if you have a Windows PC or a Windows 8 PC and you're using an Android tablet, because the likelihood of you being on Windows and then not wanting to enter into the Apple ecosystem is much higher. So I think that this is something that Windows users are going to kind of pull towards a little bit, or maybe be able to take advantage of a little bit better. So I'm Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks, taking a look at a really interesting offering for a business tablet. If you find a sick keyboard for it, definitely a weekend away machine. I'm Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.